Illustrated's one question, two analysts, 3 minutes. Our question today: which true freshmen are best positioned to make an impact in 2020?
I am sticking with speed until proven wrong because it's also at the position of needs. I'm going to use Chris Tyree here for number one. As you said in the past, look, Jafar Armstrong has a leg up. We like some things Jameer Smith and Sibo Flemister have done. Kyron Williams should not be forgotten. None of them have the same skill set that Chris Tyree has. And I just think if Chris Tyree can get maybe by the end of September going into October, where he's get the Braden Lindsey package, where he gets 10 to 12 opportunities to touch the ball in the next 2 months. Maybe that could be extended to 20 opportunities to touch the ball because he's a running back, not a wide receiver. Anything close to Braden Lindsey's impact is what I want from Chris Tyree, and just because he's at a position group where he can make an impact, that's got to be my first choice.
Well, he's one of the shiniest new toys, in the freshman class, and they're looking for speed. And Brian Kelly has even mentioned that Chris Tyree is going to give them a different dimension. So maybe Jafar Armstrong has a leg up, but when you're talking about the caliber of athlete that Chris Tyree is, right, they're going to be looking for excuses to give him an opportunity. So clearly he's at the top. I think Xavier Watts, I wish we could have seen more of him in the spring, because right now he's number 2 at the Z behind Lawrence Keys III. So you look at opportunity, and his opportunity should be great. And then I think anytime Jordan, a guy like Jordan Johnson, if he can come in and show that he can play, then he's going to get on the field. And there's some guy named Michael Mayer at tight end who's a beast. And it's a little bit crowded even with Cole Kmet not around, but Michael Mayer is going to play his way on the field somehow, some way.
Yeah, I'm with you completely. He will play. My question for Mayer is, will he be number 3 or 2B? Does that make sense? Is he going to be?
I think 2B. Yeah,
2B would be great because he has different skills than Brock Wright too. So if you're using, I think the best use of your tight ends is to use all 3, Tremble, Wright, and Mayer, and sprinkle little Tackets in, because we know he emerged late last year, and people like to write off guys like that, but they might have tried to write him off, and he still emerged in November, which means he's improving as a player. Now he's not Michael Mayer, but we have a article coming out where we talk about a lot of the different guys through the ranks of the classes. It is hard to be a full-time tight end as an 18-year-old. So I think the strength is in the pack there. And I wrote down Watt/Johnson because it'll be one of them, and it probably won't be both if you're just looking at the math of how things play out.
No, probably true. And there's enough returning receivers that they're going to get the bulk of the snaps. Right. Most of these, most of the guys on defense aren't really in a position in a pecking order, depth chart situation to make much of an impact. However, you have 2 freshman defensive backs in Clarence Lewis and Caleb Alford. And if they can play, they're going to get an opportunity in a backup role.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we did a video previously talking about the redshirt freshmen and how, hey, there's a role there for 2 backups. Well, the 2 backups could be true freshmen too.
Right.
And I do wonder how the early enrollees really lost that leg up that we like to talk about. That was what was lost most from spring, was early enrollees and maybe redshirt freshmen. So it opens it up again in the summer, hopefully, that they're all gathering in July as usual. And Notre Dame will need an impact. They always get an impact from some guys, and I just think speed is where they need it.
Well, they almost undoubtedly will get an impact from a true freshman in Alex Pite, because he's going to take over as a long snapper. That's one question, 2 analysts, 3 minutes on Irish Radio.